Okay, I'm going to read you something here to make a point. This is from 1971. It was written by Ian Anderson, the singer for Jethro Tull. It goes like this. In the beginning, man created God, and in the image of man created he him. And man gave unto God a multitude of names, that he might be Lord of all the earth when it was suited to man. And on the 7 millionth day, man rested and did lean heavily on the God, and he saw that it was good. There are a few more things that aren't pertinent to my point. And man became the God that he had created, and with his miracles did rule over all the earth. But as these things came to pass, the Spirit that did cause man to create his God lived on within all men, and man saw it not. I cringe whenever I see so-called Christians who do not really believe the Bible. They believe the parts of the Bible that feel good to them. There's a certain denomination, a major denomination within Protestantism, that only believes about 35% of the Bible. People, how can you call yourself a Christian doing that? And then we have all these preconceived notions about what God is. Ian Anderson's words on the back cover of the album Aqualung were not far off. As a matter of fact, the Christian church is practicing those words today. See, because many Christians make their own God in their own image. Have you ever heard someone say, "My God would never condemn anyone to hell," or "I can't believe in a God who would send people to hell," or "My God is a God of love and would never do this or that or the other"? I submit to you that such people do not believe in the God of the Bible and have never read their Bible, or both. See, what they're doing is just what Ian Anderson said. They're creating God in their own image. You don't get to do that. Hell is a real place. Oh, it's very real. Now, the scriptures do tell us that hell was created for the devil and his angels. But if you read the book of Revelation, that's right, boys and girls, it's not Revelations, it's Revelation. We're told that those who do not pass muster at the great white throne judgment, as a matter of fact, those who are at the great white throne judgment, are cast into hell. That same loving God has done so. And if you read the entire Bible, you will find out why. You'll find out how. You see, God does not tolerate sin. Sin cannot enter the kingdom of God. It cannot. Now, God is a God of love. I'll grant you that. But love has an aspect to it that most people don't understand. Justice. In order for God's love to be pure, he has to be a just God as well as a loving God. This is what many so-called Christians don't understand. So let's talk about hell for a minute. God, by necessity of his justice, must relegate certain people to hell. But he doesn't do it. It's a choice. We've been inundated with people who feel that all roads must lead to heaven. No, they don't. It is all over the New Testament in many places that Jesus Christ is the only way to God the Father, the only way to heaven. There is no other way. Now, some people say that, well, you're being exclusive. Well, no, God is not, the Bible is not, and we as Christians are not. It's like a house. Think about this for a minute. Let's say you have a house, and there's one door in this house, and you are the homeowner. Anyone can come and knock at your door, and you may let them in. But if they force that door or come in through a window, they are a thief. Well, all of these other religions, other than Christianity, because Jesus said so, you either believe him or you don't. You don't get wiggle room. You believe the entire Bible or you believe none of it. You don't get to choose. You don't get to pick the parts you want. And Jesus himself said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one cometh unto the Father but by me. He also said he was the door. And anyone can knock on that door and be granted access. But when you want to come to God in his house through Buddhism or Zoroastrianism or any of the other isms that are out there, you're a thief. God is not excluding anyone who comes. He's just telling you, you don't get to come your way. Now, what's wrong with that? It's his house. He gets to make the rules. People are very foolish. People are very stupid. Everybody's got to have it their way. So there is a hell, and if you choose not to come to God the Father through his way, which is Yeshua HaMashiach, known to you as Jesus Christ, you either come to God the Father through Jesus or you don't come at all. And if you don't come through Jesus, Jesus is going to say on that day, depart from me, ye wicked, I never knew you. And the only other place to send you is hell. So the choice is not God's, it's yours. If you choose to reject the way that God provided, it's your choice. You did it to yourself. And yes, God will send all evildoers to hell because he can't allow you admittance to heaven. Don't reject Jesus Christ. He is the only way. Accept it or don't.